Hi, third grade. Today we're going to wrap up Unit 11, Week 1. So after today, we only have one more week of Unit 11. Repeat after me. O-A, boat O. O-E, toe O. O-W, snow O. O-W, plow ow. O-U, trout ow. O-U, soup oo. U-I, suit oo. U-E, blue oo. U-E, rescue you. E-W, chew oo. O-O, school oo. O-O, book O-I, coin oi. O-Y, boy oi. Nice job. Okay, next we're going to review some of the words of the day that we have had. The first one you should be able to tell me right away is a contraction. Yes, you see the apostrophe? All right, if you can't see it, it's spelled W-O-N apostrophe T. What contraction is it? Won't. Who remembers the two original words for won't? I won't do that. I promise. This one's tricky. It doesn't follow the rules. Will not. I will not do that. I promise. I won't do that. Excellent. Okay, I chose another contraction for our second word of the day to review. This one is C-A-N apostrophe T. Do you know what contraction that is? Can't. We use this one a lot. I can't make it on time. What two words? Cannot. Yeah, this one breaks the rule a little bit. Let me show you. Here's the first word, can. And the second word, we know how to spell not. So typically when your second word is not, we've been following the same pattern. You just scooch over the N, replace the O with an apostrophe, and then scooch over the T to make the contraction. However, can't is a little bit different because why? Yes, it only has one N in the contraction. It's just C-A-N apostrophe T. So you have to get rid of one of those N's. Nice job. Okay, now this is an interesting word because you might say, oh, Mrs. D'Amico, there are two vowels together, E-A. That's on our vowel teams poster. However, this is one of those double vowel exceptions because you should know, how do we pronounce this word? Create. Right. So cree, this is a long vowel. This is a blend. What kind of syllable type is cree? Right, it's open. Eight has a long vowel, consonant, silent, what? E. So what kind is that? That's a vowel consonant E pattern. But we did say there are two vowels here together. So down here, we were instructed in the last unit that this is a double vowel exception. Nice job. Okay, I want you to take out your slate, markers, and erasers for our next quick game about contractions. If you're at home, grab a sheet of paper and a pencil, and we will get started. All right. The first thing we're going to do is I am going to give you a word, okay? And you're going to write that word, the first word, on your slate. Then we're going to put a plus sign. It's like math class. I'm going to give you the second word, and you're going to put equals the contraction. Okay, so we'll do kind of the first one together as an example, and then we'll do a few more to see how you do on your own. All right, get your materials ready. Okay, I am definitely going to use my dictation side of my whiteboard here. Okay, and the first word I want you to write is could. Say it. Could. So up at the top, you're going to spell the word could. It's kind of like should, except you have a C instead of the SH, right? Then I want you to put a plus sign. And the second word that I want you to write is not. I could not believe my eyes. Okay, then go ahead and put an equal sign, and you will come down to the next row to write the contraction. Do we remember the pattern when our second word is not? What do we do? Unless it's won't, um, that will not, that breaks the rules. But what about could not? It's a rule follower. So what's the typical rule? You keep the first word exactly the same. And what do we do with not? You scooch over the N, replace the O with an apostrophe, and you scooch over the T. And what is our contraction then? Couldn't. I couldn't believe my eyes. Excellent. All right, go ahead and erase all of this, and we'll get ready to go with your first one to try on your own. Okay, the next one I want you to try is does plus not equals. See if you can write the contraction down below. Does not. Go ahead. All right, I do want to check in with you because if you don't get the spelling right up above, not we should be fine with. How'd you do with does? DOES, right? We've been working on that. Okay, if you don't get those right, and I forgot my plus sign like my math equation, equals. All right, now go ahead and recheck your contraction down below. Follow those rules we just talked about. Okay, did you put does exactly the same first? Scooch over the N, replace the O with an apostrophe, and scooch over the T. What's our contraction? Doesn't. Good job. All right, erase that and we'll do another one. Okay, the next one is going to be who plus is. Who is making all of that noise? Who. How do we spell who? WHO, right? And you should know how to spell is. Put your equals. All right, what's the contraction? Who is making all of that noise? Write it down here. You remember, use page 40 and 41 in your notebook if you're not sure. All right, let's see how you did. Did you write the first word exactly the same? WHO. Good. And if our second word is, what's our pattern? Right. Replace the I with an apostrophe and scooch it, and then scooch over the S. The contraction is whose. Who's making all of that noise? All right, let's do one more. Erase and get ready. Okay, the next one is where is. Where is my computer? Where plus is equals. Do you remember how to spell that word? Where, that was one of our sound-alike words too. We're not talking about wearing clothes here. We're talking about the location of something. WHERE plus is equals. Go ahead, pause and write the contraction. Where is my computer? Or, let's see, where's my computer? Did you keep the first word the same? WHERE. Change the I into an apostrophe, scooched it over, and scooched over the S. Great work. All right, the last thing we're doing today is a dictation composition. It's a checkup, so go ahead and get out your composition books, page 45. Okay, on the top of page 45, make sure you put today's date and check the checkup box, please, and get ready for sound number 1. Remember, since it's a checkup, we won't be going over the answers together. You can use your tools and do it independently. Sound number 1 on page 45 is O. Say it. O. 5 things. Write them all down. Sound number 2. Say it. 5 things again. Go ahead and write those. Sound number 3. Ooh. Say it. Ooh. 7 things. Go ahead. And sound number 4. E. Say it. E. 9 things. Go ahead. Review word number 1. Base word is shop. Whole word, shopping. I love to go shopping at the mall. Spell it and mark it. Shopping. Word number 2. Base word is struggle. Whole word, struggling. The child was struggling to reach the hook. Struggle, struggling. Spell it and mark it. Okay, next row. Review word number 3. Base word is honk. whole word is honked. The car honked at the driver who wasn't going at the green light. Honked. Review word number 4, program. Say it. Program. At the concert, the audience members received a program. Program. Current word number 1, hasn't. Say it. Hasn't. You're going to write the contraction first, equals the 2 original words. Use page 40 and 41 if you're not sure. Hasn't. It hasn't rained all week. All right, current word number 2 is didn't. Say it. Didn't. So go ahead, write the contraction first. Didn't equals the original 2 words. He didn't come to school today. Didn't. Okay, be careful with this next one. Current word number 3. The contraction is won't. He won't play the game fairly. Write won't equals the original 2 words. Be careful, don't get tricked. And current word number 4, shouldn't. Say it. Shouldn't. You shouldn't say things that aren't kind. Shouldn't. So go ahead and write shouldn't equals the 2 original words. Sound alike word number 1 is its. The bird flew out of its nest. Its. Sound alike word number 2, it's. It's going to be a nice day today. It's. Trick word number 1, month. The current month is May. Month. Trick word number 2, together. You need to work together to solve the problem. Together. And your 1 sentence for today. What's in the pot on the stove? Again, what's in the pot on the stove? Remember, capital letter, punctuation, and scoop it up. What's in the pot on the stove? Great work today. See you next time.